TI-Nspire demo that we will be doing for solving by graphing. We have 7 practice problems that could go along with this that you can try on your own from section P5. Pause the video and copy those down, or you can rewind the video when we're done for those. Okay? So there are 2 different schools of thought on how to go about solving by graphing. Okay? The first way is the 2-function method. And the 2-function method would be you would take the left side of the equation, you would put it in as 1 function. You would take the right side of your equation, you would put it in as a 2nd function, and then you would look for the intersection of those 2 functions. Okay? So let me go through and let me show you how that is done. Okay? So if you're on the Nspire calculator, I always recommend that when you turn it on, you do a double on aspect. Okay? And you always want to start a new document. That's just me. That's how I roll. And then with that, you are going to go graphing, because we are going to graph this one. Okay? First function was 3x squared minus 6x. And so you just simply type that in. 3x squared minus 6x. And then when you hit enter, you will see that blue function. Okay? Second function was just 5. The right side of the equation was just 5. So then you would hit tab. Tab's going to bring you up to your funky thing, and I see that that didn't get changed anytime soon. Okay? So then you just hit 5 in there, and when you hit enter, then you will see those 2 functions on your screen. They will both be defined here by color and by function name. F sub 1 is the left side, F sub 2 is the right side. Now from there, we're going to go menu, analyze graph, and we are going to look for this intersection. Okay? Now what's going to happen is your calculator is going to give you this dashed line right here. And that dashed line, we're going to expand that out like an accordion, and in that expansion is going to be our intersection point. And so the kicker is that a lot of people try and get cute with their expansion. They try and get right tight to it. No need. Let the calculator do all of the work for you. So you can start on either the left side or the right side. You click it using this middle button inside there, and then you use your finger, swipe your finger across the keypad, and then when you click it again, shabam, there is 1 intersection. Now, the downfall of the calculators are you have to do that again, those same steps, for the other one. And so now you could slide it over. We'll start on the left side this time. And again, oops, where did it go? I must have lost it. So we'll go menu, analyze graph, intersection, there, and it slides over, and there is my 2nd intersection point. So here, the 2 solutions for this would be negative 0.63 and 2.63. So what I just did now is I just dumped that into back into my smartboard notes, and then that way we can show you here that the answers, the x values to make this work would be x equals negative 0.63 and 2.63. It's these values right, let me go in purple so it's a different color. This value here and this value there. Those are the values that make that function be true. Okay? So that is method number 1 using the 2 function method. The 1 function method is the other way, and in this method, what you need to do is you need to get your function equal to 0. Okay? And so I would subtract 5 from both sides. That gives me 3x squared minus 6x minus 5 equaling 0. And now what I can do is now I just need to graph 1 function. Okay, so again, I would go into a graph and I would say my function would be 3x squared minus 6x minus 5. So I would go 3x squared minus 6x minus 5 as my function. Let me just check it one more time. 3x squared minus 6x minus 5. 3x squared minus 6x minus 5. And then when I hit enter, there it is right there. Now, on this particular one, when you do it the 1 function method, instead of looking for intersections, you are now looking for zeros. Okay? So you're looking for the zeros of this function. So again, it's under menu and analyze graph, but now we're looking here for the zeros. And again, we don't need to be right on top of the zeros. Okay? Let the calculator do the work for me. But again, we would have to analyze the graph twice because there's 2 different zeros. And there they are. And as you can see, once again, we get negative 0.63 and we get 2.63. So side by side, you can see then that we get both the same answers there, except here now they would be right there and right there. Okay? So that's the method using the TI-Nspire, or the 2 methods using the TI-Nspire. What I would like you to do now is I would like you to solve this using some kind of graphing. Okay? If you have the calculators, use the calculator. If you have Desmos, you should have watched Mr. Roth's video about that. And again, you can see the exact same, we're doing the same functions on both of the 2 videos. So what I would like you to do now is, if you push pause, solve this particular problem, you should get answers of 1 and negative 3. If you do that, you're done. Great, grand, wonderful. Go try those practice problems for you. If not, watch the video or continue on with the video, and I will show you how to type these in. Welcome back. How I would go about typing this one in is I would first start a new page, a new graph, okay? And then I'm going to slide this down just a little bit so we can see what the function is. So if we do it the 1 method way, then I would go here into my shortcut key, and in there is absolute value, and then I would go 2x minus 3 there. That would be my first one. Then I would go tab, and I would go x squared as my second one. Now notice how this one, it's off the graph a little bit here, so we can either go in and we can go into menu and adjust our window. In our window settings, we need to go up more on our on our Y values. So let's go up to 10 there. And then now we can see it. Okay? Or we could just simply grab on and drag it down. And then we can go with our menu, analyze graph, intersection, there, and there. So that gets me the -3. Analyze graph, intersection, there, and there. That gets me my 1. Okay. I'll put it on the same particular graph, but then if we wanted to, we could go the single method, absolute value of 2x minus 3, and then get outside and go minus x squared. Now here again, the orange, we would be looking for zeros on this particular graph. So I would find menu, analyze graph, 0. Oops, it didn't go. Menu, analyze graph, 0. Oops, it's asking me for this one. So there we go here, and there's 1. And then we got to do menu, analyze graph, 0. Again, pick the graph we want. And there's the other one. So in either one, we get -3 and +1.